everyone, welcome to another May Arts video. Latrice Murphy here, and today I'm sharing with you how to use a bunch of different ribbons, even if they're different textures, different materials, to create this very cute and very textured Valentine's Day card. So just to show you guys what I've done here, I've pulled out some craft cardstock, and then I pulled out, as well as pink ribbons, I pulled out some red ribbons as well. So the card set is a set of pink and red hearts. And then I also die cut this large heart, and I also pulled out some little heart gemstones, or on this one I pulled out some stickers, and also I'm using a little bit of SRM on this as well. And what I also did is I went around the edge with some gold ink. So let's see if you can see that gold ink swiped on the edges there. So then my sentiment is an SRM sticker, as well as the stitches here. All this in the middle is all delicious May Arts ribbon and mesh, as well as this large heart here. So I want to show you guys how I did this card set. So just to show you the different cards and the different textures. I didn't worry about pattern or shades. I just knew I wanted to pull out my pinks, pull out my reds, and that's what I did. So I used those. So just to show you guys a few of the ribbons here. So these are a few of the pinks. And then I already put my reds back away, but here's a little, this one is red, and then these are pink. I love this mesh. So my last card is a red card. So I've got just the regular, our nice thick ribbon here. I'm using some thicker widths on this one. So I've got the mesh, and I've got the chevron and the solid. And then I'm throwing in the satin printed hearts. And I may use this other thinner chevron piece as well. So if you're wondering, how the heck is that just like standing up on its own? I am using from Helmar the fabric stiffener. So what I do is I work on my sheet here. This sheet is from Ranger. I just add like a little spot of it here, you know, enough to do all my ribbon. And I use just a foam brush, and I would dip in that, you know, in that fabric stiffener and just brush it on both sides, and then I sit it over here on the sheet as well to dry. And then after a couple of hours, it is nice and stiff. The reason I stiffen it is because it adheres better to paper this way. Also, if you wanted to punch hearts out, you could adhere this to paper, and then you could punch your hearts out of it, or you could literally just punch this. So this is a great way to add some texture to a scrapbooking layout, to a card. You could use a border punch and give this a border, and then you have this fun little embellishment piece. So I love that. I love the ribbon stiffener. So what we're going to do is I've already got my card prepped and inked. This die was a die from a local craft store. So you could die cut this on your machine, where you create a card shape and size, which would be the 5.5 by 8.5, and then place that heart on this half of the card, and that way it would cut it all out at once, like on a silhouette or something. So I want to start by covering my white cardstock. I've cut this down just to fit the inside of where that heart will be. So it is cut down to 4 inches by 5.25 to fit an A2 card. And I'm just going to cover the front of this with adhesive. Okay, so now I've got that covered. I'm going to start with this nice solid on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and layer this mesh over the top. Then we'll do this one. And then we'll add our chevron at the top. Alright, so now I've got my card covered, and I just want to go back and trim off all the edges. Alright, so now I've trimmed off all 4 sides of the edges, and I just have what I need to as my backing. So now I want to go to the inside of my card, and I'm going to add adhesive all around this heart. You don't want to go all the way to the edge because we did cut the white cardstock a little bit smaller. So I'm just giving it adhesive all the way around. Sorry, it wasn't like sticking. My adhesive is acting up. Alright. A little bit more right here. Okay, so now I want to just place this right over my heart and then press it down. And I've got my sticker on here still. Get rid of that. So now the inside of your card is nice and clean. Nobody can see all that ribbon and stuff. So I love that it's nice and clean. So now, just that fast, you can use up your scraps of ribbon, anything. If you keep your scraps in color order, pull out that red, pull out that pink, blast out some hearts, okay? So now we just need to do our little sentiment. So let me find my pieces. Alright, so I've got my my stickers here, which I want to find the stitches. So I'm going to do the white stitches here on either side of the card. So I usually pull those off, get the sticky sides, and then I want to cut it in half because I know I'm going to use 2 pieces. So I'm going to put one on one side and then the other on the other edge. So just like that. And this just adds a little something to the card, just so that the front is a little bit more interesting. Trim off my stickers. Alright, so now we've got our stitches on there. I'm going to pull out my little satin heart that I know I want to go on here as well. And then I want to find a sentiment that will fit on my my little banner that I'm going to create. I just want to check and see if this is the same size. So it's a little bit bigger. Let me go ahead and cut this down a little bit. Okay. So I want to kind of give this a sizing about the same as the other cards. So I usually just line it up if I know I need it to be about the same length, and then I hand cut that banner. And I've done it so many times that I'm pretty good at finding the center and getting it pretty even. Alright, so there's our banner. And then I want to find a sentiment real quick. So I've been trying to stick with something with heart in it. This one says Happy Heart Day. This one says From the Heart. And this one says Heart to Heart. So I want to see what I can find if something else says heart. I see a sweetheart on here, which might work. I think I'm going to go with the sweetheart because I actually like the pink sentiment of this. So I'm going to peel that off. And then I'm just going to cut in between the sentiments here just to get that one. And I'm going to place this on my sticker. Sorry if you get a shadow. I'm going to place it in the middle, and I know I need to trim a little bit off because that sticker was a little bit larger than my banner. But those trim off super easy. And then this other heart that I have is actually from one of the collections we have in the shop now for May Arts. It comes all attached. So these are just the satin hearts. I like the size of these. They're nice and big. And then you can cut them apart. So I'm hoping to share on my blog a headband that I'm making with some of these. So let's go ahead and add our little heart and our sentiment. Let me get my little 3D stickers here. So I'm going to put 3 3D squares on the back. Okay, and these are from, you can get these either scrapbook adhesives or I think that's who I had these from. So place that sentiment right on there. And then I'm just going to add adhesive directly to this heart. Just a little bit to hold it in place. So I'm going to tuck that under there, just like that. And then I'm going to pull out, I had kind of put together a little kit, I guess, of things that I was using. So I'm going to pull out those same heart gemstones. So I've got these clear heart gemstones. I want to kind of make it look like this one since those are the reds, the red cards. So I want to do the same thing. Give it a little gemstone there. And I love these. These gemstones are from Die Cuts with a View and they're really nice. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then let me find the other hearts I want to use. So I've got these 2 black hearts that I'm going to also adhere with my little 3D stickers. Alright, so I got that one. And then we'll do another one up here. Alright, so we've got this big one. Actually, yeah, I'll put it right there. And then I'll add one more of these clear heart gemstones right here. Alright, so that fast, in just a few minutes we made a card, and I could have, you stiffen all your ribbon all at once, and then you wait maybe the next day, gather all your other supplies, and blast out like 5 or 6 cards all at once. So this was super easy to do just with a few little gemstones, these fun little satin cutouts from May Arts, all this delicious textured ribbon. I love every ribbon that May Arts makes, without a doubt. There's something I can find a use for every ribbon. So I hope you guys give this a try. This is a really easy card set, and great. This would be a nice little surprise in somebody's mailbox on February 14th. Thanks so much for visiting, and find more great ideas for Valentine's Day and for other upcoming holidays and events on the May Arts blog. And you can also visit me at my blog, www.latrice.murphy.blogspot.com. Thanks so much. Bye.